A good, great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from TBN Studios, Queenstown, Georgetown, Guyana, South America. One of the fastest growing economies in the world today. I think I speak for most Guyanese, where when I say, I feel very fortunate to be Guyanese. Some Guyanese feel bogged down, some Guyanese feel oppressed. And I ask myself today, is that of one's own doing? So Kamini, good morning to you. Neil, good morning. Angela, Sonita, Terrible Terry, Karen, Cynthia, Lee, Lynette, Modso, Becky, Sharon, Susan, Alicia, Betty, Feroz, Peggy, Jennifer, Anna, Annie, Pamela, another Rose, Abdullah, Karen, Hassan, Roy, Raymond, Rini, Tabu, Violet, Vinny, Lalita, Patrick, Robert, Akash, Chino, Anita, Amir, George, Gregory, Sean, Bibi. So this morning you could call in on 622-7740 and give your take. Are or will Guyanese ever be ready to capitalize on the opportunities that exist in Guyana today? And I look at that because even me, when I wake up this morning, I'm thinking, you are lacking. You have been found wanting. There are shortcomings even in my life as I soar to new heights. So what I've learned yesterday after I've gone across the several projects that Tupui Group has is that a lot of times there's a lot of downtime with equipment. And we've got several projects across the country, but a lot of times not because of issues, because of the rate that we're working at, you got stop, survey, come and do something, excavator there, down there, wait, this there, down there, wait, you understand? So I'm looking at how do we make up for time like that, and we're looking seriously at machine rental. How do we got a massive, a team of people who deal with servicing and all them things now. You name it, me got high-up truck, excavator, little excavator, big excavator, mini excavator, bulldozer, roller. You understand? We're going into the direction of asphalt, laying the asphalt, because the last time I felt a little uneasy when I was laying the asphalt because of the time period I had to wait. I want to have my own. When I have that, I don't have the kind of work to sustain a team of people who lay in asphalt. Me ain't got so much a road for bill. So when I get that, I gotta look to rent the equipment. So I too have been found wanting. I'm asking myself, yes, there's somebody talking, calling someone and explaining to me about the guy that called from Buxton, the contractor. And a lot of people, I'm looking at starting a seminar, a business seminar that's going to guide entrepreneurs. Because it's going to cost like about $100,000 for a 3-day seminar or a weekend seminar, because a lot of people are active. I'm looking for people who are already in business and looking to soar to new heights. Really program them as to be able to look, identify opportunities, and then capitalize on those opportunities. Me don't want to waste me time. Me not work shopping, so yes, and tell people and they fucking out and don't become nothing. Me not got time for that. Me not got the time and the energy for sit down and watch a waste of time people. Me no waste of time when me see it. Me a walk down the road and me a watch some woman. And me a calculate how them a get man. How them a walk alone, you know. Them not good for nothing. How them a... What you think she could do? You watch the walk, like me. This morning I stretch, and me got a problem with right side hip because I'm right-hander. My right side tight, it's stiff, so I'm stretching my body, and I'm looking at my body. Now, even how I sit in my car, I look at my posture to ensure I start making practice. Now, when I sit normally, I sit down on my back. You understand? You sit down in an angle, so you're there like you slop down in the chair. It's poor practice. Or used to sit that way. It's poor practice. Everything in your life. You got to go and deal with people want to know why they're not successful. I had to revisit. And these are things my mother would have taught me as a young boy coming up. And I failed to recognize the importance of integrating these small, minuscule things in life into your lifestyle, into your mannerisms. Right? So even though I sit, now I got tight right hip. So when I sit, I splat me foot, my left foot over my right foot. Like how ladies just splat the foot. Well, when I sit down, I splat me foot. So it's a gentleman's thing. And from a very young age, I did that. I saw my mother do it. I just practiced. So my whole life, I plat left foot over right foot. And when I try to put the right foot over the left foot now, it got a tightness in it. So when I sit down for 2 minutes with the left foot over the right, and then I change the plat. In just sitting, I'm talking in a meeting, having a conversation, I just be stretching me joints and all them thing now. How I sit, my posture is very important. Not only for your physical being, but for your confidence. You're sitting like a lagu bagu. You understand? Your confidence must be expressed through every facet of your life. You watch it, some people, they got some big businessman. Yesterday I went to the back of Diamond and said, I see some businessman stand up. I see a big man. When I watch it, it's not a big man you could relate to. Like, his appearance doesn't demand respect. When you watch a man like me standing in front of you, will watch your head look a little crazy, but this banner looks serious. You understand? Your appearance, your feature, your posture must demand respect. You got some businessman, people, the security at the gate would mistaken them for beggar man, and they want to know why they ain't successful. You have to demand respect, and not by begging for it. Your presence must demand respect. How you carry yourself. You mustn't move like, if you move like lagu bagu, you're going to be treated like lagu bagu. Right? Them man learning every day, especially since them man get in the picture, sitting down, eating. Well, all of them, on point critic, they're setting like lagu bagu and lamito. Lamito, yeah, full lamito. So that means get catching it in my brains, back of me, and then I calculate now. You understand? Because I am training myself in that pattern right now. So that means sit down, but remember I do this for 40-something years. It's this year I start changing. When it comes to posture, this is months thing now. Just now before I come and I do me stretches. I watch any time I calculate those shit 7 o'clock, but I need to do me stretches because what is going to take me through the day? When I used to walk, just walk, next thing, All me hip hurting, me knee hurting and all. Now I stretch. You don't have to talk about the pain when I stretching. You're feeling the tensity in the body. But when I'm done, my whole body relax. I'm ready for the day. All of that has to be integrated into your life. A lot of times, as a matter of fact, you are what you eat. Not a lot of times. So when you want to, you go, the right driving on the road, they passing in front of Morrissey Hospital, see a girl, good looking girl, rubbing her stomach, says bun stomach she get. You understand? I used to have stomach problems as a result of my dieting and fasting regimen. Me eat anything, anytime now. Not to say that I do that constantly, but one time, if night time I get catch late, I eat. You know, me feel it. I don't get burn stomach, but you feel an uneasiness in my stomach. I had an ulcer problem. Right? All of that is gotten rid of. I go out in the day, I exercise, I fast and all these things to ensure that I have a constant energy level throughout the course of the day. If you have clarity, you don't have a foggy head, you're not tired, you then can execute the plans you've made for the day, of which you have to have on a daily basis. Yesterday, me been and get the paper, forget. Watch it, me been and get the paper, forget my ID card, me renew, me last a set of my documents, me been and get paper for do all of that. A lot of license were been expired, so me renew all my license them. Whole day me run up and down. You understand? You feel energized. You know you have something to do. Get this task done. Get that other task done. List what you have to do. But firstly, you have to do you first. I just black out everything. Not even relationship is on the front burner for me. Because remember, I fucked that up. 18 years of marriage. I acted like an asshole for most of the part. You understand? Whether it's that the drinking, the infidelity, and everything else. And now me can't listen to me. This country got a boom and nobody in discussing though. At the rate this country is going on, like me construction business. Every day I buy a new equipment, but I can't be buying new equipment till the 2030. I got to buy equipment. I don't tell them. I say, here, what you going to do? You're going to make a rounds, get all the most important things that are needed to work with them. Then we got to start bringing in cash now. Because every month I run in tight. Every month I run in tight. Because I pushing it. Yeah, they got get a backup or push back some payments by days. So when I done get all my equipment, I got to calculate how do you bring it back. You understand? What else you're going to invest in? What is the succession plan? When I buy all these equipment as a contractor, when I done buy all these equipment now, what am I doing with them when the housing drive and all the roads finish building and all the drains and everything done? What am I doing with them? When I would have modeled and fashioned my business off of a developing economy or the fastest growing economy. When that stops, what happened? What do you think happened? Well, I can tell you, I know what I will be doing in 2030 because I've already started planning for that. How far have you planned ahead in your life? How far ahead have you planned in your life? And the question I ask, are or will Guyanese ever be ready for the opportunities that are present in Guyana today? Joey is saying the housing, drive and road construction are not going to stop. Well, let me tell you. In 2030, dead. At the rate we're going, we got bill. Your bill house in fucking heaven, Joey. Me there clear diamond back right now to the end of the land day. Hello. Hello.
Good morning. Actually, good.
You're breaking up, buddy. You're breaking up. Yeah, let me hear you.
No, I'm ready to answer your question. Are Guyanese prepared and ready for the where the country is heading?
Yes.
And what
No,
I've seen
to capitalize on the opportunities because the country is heading. But like them ain't heading.
No, a lot of Guyanese are not heading. I'll give my personal experience. I have friends when I come home back from overseas. And today I can't find some of them because they're busy somewhere in the oil and gas sector, a certain section. I went to Ministry of Housing a couple of days ago and the professionalism there, top notch. But then I'm in Berbice area right now staying. And I drove all around Berbice, and all I'm seeing is guys in rum shop at the middle of the day.
The lagoos and the bagoos.
Yeah. So I'm questioning whether or not if people are going to complain when this government is going to bring in the overseas workers and complain that they're not getting work. And when every single day that I'm in Berbice here, I can see people all over in the rum shops.
Well, my brother, here was the funny thing. I went to Suriname. They got the rich and the poor. I went to Trinidad, had oil for 100 years. Not everybody was afforded the opportunity to capitalize in it. And this is reminiscent of what goes on across the world. Right? Across the world.
Yes.
I am hoping through my program I can educate more Guyanese for them to see the need to capitalize on the opportunities that exist. Right? Through an educational process. Yeah. The government just put up that they're giving people excavator training. Now, to operate an excavator, many people don't know. Like, let me give you a personal scenario. So my son, Michael Rodriguez, played a role in fighting for democracy by being a counting agent in the conference center and fought for the 5 months. You know about the conference center story and with the recount and so on.
I was aware of everything.
My son played a role in that. So I went and get everybody who I knew, because I realized this was a struggle for democracy, and there are some struggles in life that people never forget. So I anticipated that whoever would have played a role in that struggle would not have been forgotten in this country. Right?
Yes.
So, me call my son. Me say, son, you have an opportunity for Guyanese to know who you are. There are photographs. I don't know if there's a photograph with he with a white shirt because I voted in the last election for LJP, for Schumann. Right?
Yeah.
So I was supporting third party. And he voted. And there's a photograph with him, Jagdio, and a lot of PPP members, everybody in red and he alone in white. That's my son. When I told my son to go there, I tell you, I say, hey, what now? Go in. Because in the direction where we're going, people need to know you got gut, you got balls, you're a man. Go there and fight. My son went up against the likes of Valda Lawrence and them kind. You understand? A man call me, Kadaki call me and say, you son thing, we all know where we beat you. I say, well, the fucking conference center with the lockdown, enough people get beat. Because we weren't. We had to stand up at some point in time. I made my son aware of what is needed to be done to fight and why as a man he needs to stand up for democracy, because he's not standing up for him alone. He's standing up for his Amerindian wife. He's standing up for his mixed son. You understand? No.
Yes.
For put it into context, when I told my son, I also told a friend of mine the day I said, partner, let me hook you up with something for going. Because in there you're going to meet people, you're going to know people that are going to be the future of this country. And it's going to help you. So I call my friend, I say, bye, there's a training program. I want to send you to this training program. No, it's not my son alone. I call a couple friends. I take reporters from Kaicho News. I take one people well. These stories are going to be in a book that I'm writing. These are things that I've done that people don't know as do us talk about it from time to time. So I call these people, I say here, specifically in me mind, I say, yo, you're going to fire. You understand? No.
Yeah.
Me friend call, brother, me get shot. I said, no, come like get shot. Right? He said, man, partner, me no for reading right. I says, what's going on? I said, partner, come. You're not got for no for reading right. Just look confident. All you got, you know, for count. All you got to do is count when they get the mark. When they say 1 for APNU, 1 for PPP, 1 for AFC. All you got to do is make a mark in the box. I am going to show you. My friend was not willing to make that effort. Nobody knows who my friend is. If you go to ministers and you ask them who is Michael Rodriguez, say, Critic got a son by the by his Tantaria, by bad. You understand?
Yeah.
People just watch me. Where's Michael? What is Michael doing? People just ask for he. While people looking for, oh, I would like to meet the president. I would like to meet the president. I would like to meet this body. People just ask, what Michael do we up to? You understand? So, one has to know that you and only you can make the effort for you to get. You try to tell me, yes, you vote for me. A billion road for you. I got to make sure the electricity supply is stable. I have to make sure the water supply is stable. And then I come and fetch the fucking water from the pipe for throw it in your mouth. I throw it on your back. I got to come and push your stunt in a wheelchair on the road. Man, fuck you. Yeah, I tell you half of the problem we got in this country. The government cars, because they're running for spoon feed everybody. You understand? If Glenn Lal knows what to do and he goes spoon feed people, let he go and form a fucking party and deal with them low lives and them fucking hungry belly and them nimakaram.
Yesterday I had a discussion with a taxi driver and he was like, government only building roads and they're not giving people anything, right? And I'm like, dude, if they build a road and you can do a taxi job.
No, that's the thing. You imagine a man driving a car. What 10 years ago he did driving with $300,000 maintenance a year, at least $1,000 a day maintenance. No, because the roads was bad. No, he got road. Now he getting taxi walking places where he didn't want to go because Miss Carla said, Critic, people don't want to go down the back of Fowls, the road bad. Now he getting walking places that he never go before, but he ain't get nothing. You understand?
And doing it in half the time we used to do it. So you can do 2 trips instead of 1. You know, these guys don't think beyond that, you know, that they can earn more.
No, but that is why I'm asking. Because the opportunities are presenting itself. I continue to talk about goal. There's a scholarship program, even for Lagu and Bagu. Knitting, farming practices. You understand?
Yep.
The government just put out and paying for people to come and excavator operator. That is not a hard thing. Sean, Michael, Sean and Paul, 2 of my sons are certified. Do you know? I paid $122,000 at Macarp to teach them how to operate the excavator. Aren't you going to use the opportunity that the government has presented to now go and learn? You understand? Here we're saying, you're going to get a job right away, but you have a resource that you could rely on. Knowledge is power. How are you using that? I paid for Paul and Sean. Sean works in the oil and gas sector. Presently, he's in Texas. He's made his 3rd trip overseas. You understand? And he is he's on they ain't got no excavator for operate, but no rig. You understand? But he's a trained, not only trained, certified excavator operator. Paul running around doing procurement for Tupui, but he is a I pay $122,000. Are you going to capitalize on that opportunity for your children? You got a son walking around the place making himself a skunt. You got cheering all about the place. You have a man, a waste man. You're not going to tell him, man, listen to me. Go through the course. You understand? It gives you structure. It renews that process of learning. And I can tell you, excavator operator simple. You just can't walk it when you're drunk. You can't operate an excavator under the influence of alcohol, but it's simple. It's knobs, yes, and it's a simple thing. It's not complicated.
Okay, give somebody else an opportunity to call in. It's nice talking to you.
Roger, brother. Yes, sir. Are you capitalizing on the opportunities? These things exist. Yeah, they put up the thing with the thing there. Yeah, I'll put it up. Government got a program with a training excavator operators. I have excavator operators. A man who working with me the other day is 50 something. If you're 45, 40, 50, you could train. You ain't gotta do nothing. Excavator now come with AC and all in a nice cold place. So let me, Guyanese professionals and those that possess the required skills aren't given the opportunities. Instead, we have a system where a rum and a barbershop owner can be awarded an infrastructure contract. You talking skunk. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. I hear you say you get training for young people, right?
Yes. You have gold scholarships?
The young people and wherever they get the training is out the bounds. And you get some young people.
Hold up for me. So the gold scholarships is out the bounds?
I mean, you have to get, like I would say, get a poor person.
Yeah, so doesn't poor people have phones that are there on Facebook and fuck around all day? The same poor people you're talking about? Them little gal were posting up whole day and them boy were posting up whole day?
I mean, you have a lot of young people, right?
Yeah.
You got girls, you got boys, you got, in the village I live in, you had a center. Why they can make something like the people them land like the soul and them things.
So I'm asking you, we got even a simpler farm. There's something called the Gold Scholarship that you can do a program, get certified up to even a degree from right on your phone. You know what? You know what I do that? You never hear about that?
I check up on the phone.
Oh, well, you gotta go to Google and you type in GOAL. And you're gonna see. Then got thing for teach people all kind of thing. It not only a teach you, but it's certify. You could get a certificate. And they got courses that gives you degree. I think one of them is even a PhD. You could become a doctor upon goal. Now,
so
here was
you never got no class for that?
No, that one class by itself. You're there on your phone, like how they watch phone whole day, and they take a picture, selfie, and watch themselves whole day. Then just got to watch this thing and they follow. You read, you do this, you do that, but they don't want to do that. They want their inbox. Them little girl want to talk to man. Them boy want to run behind girl. But if you have kids, tell them, look for goal on Google.
Yeah, I have kids. My son going at institute.
Which institute he going to?
TI.
Well, when he got his spare time, he still can do a goal program. Because most of the certificates...
So he working, so his time is take up day and night.
No, ma'am. Then I got no amount of time take up for the youths. This is where you got your energy. It's a poor people concept that, man, you got to live your life.
You got to go Google girl and type in some...
You got to do what? I hear you.
Okay. No, my daughter want to go on the college, but she doesn't know what really to type, so...
Oh, your goal, GOAL. Like when you kick goal for football,
That's like that.
GOAL. And there are a number of scholarships there. And you search through it, see different things you might have an interest in. Them going to ask for something. How old is your daughter?
18.
Okay, and she doesn't have a job?
No.
Have you spoken to her about going to look for a job?
No, she don't want to go work outside.
Well, then that me problem or the country problem. Because me got some son doing well. And then got for work. Me call one of them, the big one. He got money, comfortable. Me call him and say, what you do? He said, me drive my truck at the sand pit for see how my truck will work. In life, sacrifices got make for move forward.
I always do farming, so...
Well, when you make money, you don't got to cry for things, but still you have to have her doing something. You understand? Do all you can do. Harness all the knowledge you can. You never know when you're going to need it. Because the goal scholarship that I'm telling you about have things, institutes and universities in India that dealing with agriculture. She could learn something and teach you all how to enhance what's going on at the farming level. You understand?
Yeah, that is true.
Work on it. Goal it is. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning. You hear? The lady said, she one thing. I know. So what they forgive? Why they don't come a trip? But no, the girl don't want to work. The one the work come to them. Here, I gotta do more work. I gotta come every day and educate these people. I got to do more work. Me a part of the problem. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, critics. You know, while you're speaking, some people's cell phone more smarter than them. But this is not the topic this morning. I didn't know that I was glad when Mr. Schumann, they voted Mr. Schumann as deputy speaker.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I believe in this country, the what? I want Amerindian person to be the opposition leader. I'm sorry they didn't vote in the opposition leader.
Well, he's an opposition member.
I know he's a member, but I want to be the leader because he's trying with these, you sell Abu Babu, Salang, and they ain't doing nothing. Watch all the people sleeping on the streets of George. So let they go to the government, let they find a place, let they build place for these people, go clear out the damn street. Them is a disastrous thing. I hope the new mayor and them thing, these people come together and...
I like you use the term hope. Because I hope it too.
Yeah, I hope.
I put them in neck but no black for them. I gotta sit down and have a talk with the mayor. I might visit the mayor today and find out how we can help him. Because a lot of times, although the mayor and city council is one of the most corrupt organizations in this country, but I think through an educational process, how they need the citizens to help them, you understand, littering and all these things and educating people, I think that is one of the ways we can help because we all need to play a part in the development of this great country.
But you know what, critics, no matter education them that some people got, you got to guide them because they don't know. This is what one friend working at the RDC tell me, somebody got to guide these people don't know.
Yeah, well, when I'm talking to people constantly, buddy, I'm 43 years of age.
Yeah.
And I just be talking to 70-year-old, 80-year-old man. I have to guide them in a direction. They say, oh yeah, critic, I didn't know that. They don't know things. Because I'm across the country and I'm constantly learning things. You understand? Yeah. I'm constantly learning. I like a sponge. All I want for no. Right? Then, like, you have no other individual for about 5 years. Imagine I would have covered more accidents than any single police officer. People don't know this. Or hear why. So when you're a police officer, traffic rank, you are delegate it to a district. So like if you're in Diamond, all the accidents in Diamond you just look after.
Yeah.
But for 4 years, the Guyanese Critic went across this country and covered every single accident.
Yeah.
Every single murder. You understand? So the experience I would have attained, Alec, right now, people don't know. Me ain't know yet. I ain't start talking about it yet. But very soon, I will have the capacity to be able to talk about the structures that are being built and the roads that are being built. Guess me ain't going to talk with it just me a bill first. You understand?
Yeah.
Me a bill first. Yesterday I called some of the engineers was overlook we work and I said, are you satisfied with the because me engineers telling me, say, yes, boss, we did well. When I got the road look good. But you gotta remember, all the roads when they finish look good. And then people complain about the road loose. I don't know what causes that. The night when we put the asphalt on the road over the West Coast, them boys carry away some asphalt in a box. I said, what were you doing there? They carried it for sampling, for testing now, to make sure it had the right mixture. I said, well, if they got the wrong mixture, because I buy the asphalt from the government. I didn't buy asphalt from a private man. I buy the Harbor Bridge has asphalt plants, right? So, I called the engineer yesterday. And the engineer must be surprised because normally if me engineers then telling me, boss, we do all the testing, everything is okay. I called the engineers. I said, is everything okay? There's housing engineers.
But educate me first. You don't have to do the testing first and carry to the lab first before you put it on the road?
No. Remember that asphalt is a hot thing, buddy.
But as far as I know, it does make Q-box and you just do it with concrete. But me now know.
No, with concrete. But what's saying? Remember, it's a mixture they want.
Yeah.
So when they keep back this little asphalt where you roll, from where you roll, because remember, you could take any asphalt, you could take a good mixture and carry it and tell them test it. But what happened? The road foreman, the clerk of works, was there watching our engineers watching you laying down the thing. Because he too, while they laying down, he was measuring, right? Pushing down a thing and measuring while we engineer. Everybody measuring, everybody checking. So the ministry's got somebody witnessing this thing as it happened. So when I say, where you go with that now? And then there is one test. When the road done rolling, the guy got next test where they got bore and make sure the road got the hardness. You understand?
Yeah, listen.
But what I'm saying, when I go back, I me engineers, I'll know, yes, boss, yes. Me ain't got no time. They say, yeah, I think when I done, I call the engineer from. I said, sir, are you satisfied? Say, yes, you get all the tests. All the tests are okay. You understand? For if anything wrong, because the other road, the first road we did, when they roll in the day, they got a rollers, two rollers, one with two steel wheels and one with rubber wheels that are partially aligned. And what that does is kneading the asphalt. They didn't do it enough the first time. We had to bring back the road. The man said when I check the test, the man had to roll the road again. So the second time now, I tell them, partner, make sure this thing right the first time because we learned from the other experience.
But the clerk of works got to get the knowledge because my friend go to clerk of works the other day and you know what the ministry people tell him? He said, you the state bribe? He said, no. He said, well, because I want the government work to do very good. This is what they didn't imply yet, but the RCT is state bribe.
No, but Guyanese in general, but here now, that is why, if you have somebody who's a technician, and clerk of works are technicians, they're not engineers.
Yeah.
But if you have somebody who's a technician, you have to make them aware that your whole sole purpose is not to be a watchman. It's to be an upstanding person. Because we need you to verify. So even if hanky-panky going on, you are the one individual, your source of funds. You have no other purpose than to ensure that checks and balances within the system is maintained. Like me, here I telling you about now, I still trying to figure out why contractors doing run as me. Because construction has money. The contractors are adequately compensated by government. I do not know why they're cutting the edges. I don't know. I haven't had a job yet that I gotta go and cut the edges. I don't know why they're trying to cut corners. If it's greed, if it's war. Oh, me no. Hello, good morning. Turn off the thing in the background now.
I figure out.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, my brother.
Here this in Guyana Critic. I want to make a observation, right? With this lady who was on Fedi and Gildari show the other night, I think that she need to learn more.
No, we're talking about development and Guyanese opportunities. Me ain't got time with a lady. That lady's a waste of time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know she's a part?
Yes.
She's the head of an association that is a culmination of most of the teachers, and we have a country that we're living in at a high illiteracy level. Where is she taking responsibility for her shortcomings?
Is she talking about
When is she talking to her teachers?
import truck driver? She attack Guyana guy import truck drivers as we are development. But so much young man there at the road stand up every day,
Yeah.
blimey in Georgia. Look at you go around Stabrook area, you get about 1,000 of them there daily.
Now let me lose sleep with her, man. That's in the past. There's history like the PNC. Hello, good morning. Hi. Yeah, brother. Turn on nothing in the background now.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was listening to the previous caller concerning the asphalt. The guy was right. Just like concrete, to get a design straight, you have to do a mixed design.
Yes.
So asphalt is called a Marshall mixed design.
Roger that.
The test that you're talking about is afterwards.
To make sure
Right.
that design was kept.
Correct.
Roger that. Hey.
Listen, so if you want to win, she got late to the quarter.
No, but remember, we got the mixed design because we got the specs from the ministry. So we give the the bridge plant people, the asphalt plant,
The specs, yes.
the specs, and they
But
make it to that. But
However,
uh-huh,
yes, sir. However,
uh-huh,
with anything, there's a human error involved. Always. There's a number of cases where contractors have bought asphalt from the ministry and they failed tests.
oh, so that's why, although the ministry know there's a ministry thing, they still check it back.
They got covered their asses.
Oh, so here now, if now that thing didn't work out, well, me got to
Them
find
man
out from them
crucify you.
who liable for that.
Them man will crucify you.
No. How they go crucify me?
That is why.
No, but
as a
here what I'm
contractor,
saying, if I go to the asphalt plant, pay me money, give you me design, you give me a wrong design, because remember this thing done up on the road, right? This thing roll out.
Yes, brother.
I am saying that's not me responsibility. No, here was the funny thing.
Contractor.
The road
Contractor.
got for dig up back.
You could have errors. You could have errors in terms of temperature. One is the one and main value. Nobody checks temperature, lean temperature,
No.
temperature.
Here now.
Them man, some of them man cover the truck, some of them not cover the truck.
No, but here what no. Remember, me asked enough question, right? And we meticulous. So that was one of the problems the day.
You ever
Because,
seen engineer with a thermometer?
No. Me got time with them.
An engineer with a
Here,
thermometer?
me ain't got time with them. Me a check. We the checking,
Do you keep samples?
right? We the checking constant. That was a worrying thing for we. Because that is where the binding comes in.
Correct.
The temperature, the air, the whole completion of an asphalt road and it rolling in has a lot to do, or mostly to do, with the temperature of the asphalt while it's being laid. Because
Exactly.
the asphalt now, it's still got some viscous in it, right? Because of the heat and so. It's being able to, like when you're kneading in something, right? You get a better knead.
The term is workability. sir.
Workability, right? So, well, here, remember this is my second road, right? But, you partner can tell, because me don't make joke, me a dig, check everything, you understand? Roll up just so. And now, the people that remember me take people from other places, right? So the people them now have to want to me, because if you say, boss man, everything is okay, that means you get your boss man, get your money, right? But they ain't paying attention that if they got a contractor that all eyes depend is me. You understand?
Understood.
Like we do a road, the first road we do a road, when we went there was a defective culvert. We identify it to the engineer, we show them. When me done the road line, I said, me go and see the road there, cross a culvert, what is a draining area or a sluice area for a rice development area. So there's hold back the water, right? So you know there's not regular water flow. When you pull out the thing and the water start flow there, you pull everything wrong it, right? Now me road start break. So me say, here, partner, me say, papi, if me got to do something, me no care who fault. It's government fault, but me no mind help. Because people not check government, people not check Critic build a road, right? So me go a day, me get a complaint, me gone back there, right? So me see what are the workers them. They are not the workers, the neighbors in the community. Because me just talk to everybody in the community where we doing work in the community, how we affect them, what, and if we gonna affect them, how long and thing, right? So just for train the boys, them, my sons and the staff in how we gonna run we company. I want a different model. You understand? And your model must be highly dependent on your relations, even with this within the company or with the people surrounding the company. So, and remember the clientele, really and truly, although the job is paid for by the government, the clientele is the citizen. You understand?
The people got happy.
The people got happy, right? So I using that model. Banner, when I see the man outside, I put on my camera, I still got the video on to now. I put on my camera, drive up, and I hold my camera to the steering wheel, and I said, man, this road, you see what's going on there? And who fault? Here the man no remember, even before I come build the road, that thing in a block way, and right? So me got my thing right away. So government now, gonna be awarding a next contract for do back that thing. Because they don't do it as like a hanky-panky thing. They put 4 pipe inside the bottom, cover it, and then just put a head wall. You know? So, boss man, you got an engineering background?
Yes, I do.
Eh?
Yes.
So why you working for me, buddy? You sound like a confident man. Why you're not on my team?
Well, I work with the government, man.
Well, you gotta come and oversee and advise from one time. I need people like you,
sir,
for overseeing
people
advice.
Like me, I just like you. People don't like me because I tell them just what it is.
No, but that's what I want. It's just what I want. I want to be the best me. Here, let me tell you this thing. We ain't exchanging name or not. You know who's me. I gotta find out who is you. I want to build the biggest construction company in the Caribbean. You hear what I tell you? And I gonna get there by making sure I done. When I went Suriname, I lined up some work for doing Suriname. You understand? Where I show when we move, we crane, and we go and drive pilot, we do business in Suriname. And right now, I'm fighting for some work in Trinidad. You body going international January come. As soon we done the wharf there. And me get all the experiences needed. And because one of our biggest things is everybody understanding what is going on. You understand? We got a nice thing going.
I hope your engineers advise you that to bid an international market or your tails.
What the engineers?
I hope they advise you that bidding on the international market.
No.
Projects,
me a deal with
experience required and so on.
Yeah. But me a deal with people like Nabi and them buys. Them buy them on the international market. Them buy, right?
Yeah. Them buys are.
No. Here, your bodies are no pork, you know. I suppose it's not the first time you're watching me. Is that no pork?
No.
You understand? When I go to DR, everybody can do this. The people in the high-rise building. Because when I watch them, people ain't got no problem. They just putting up high-rise building like mad because they just level up the ground. Right? It's solid rock.
Correct.
They just level up the ground also. So I said, partner, back way if I want you to build that type of foundation. I said, well, I is the foundation specialist. I make the pile, I drive in the foundation, we go come up with a design, and we going up. Because I want to be the first person to not only build, but own a 25-story high-rise in this city. And people say, oh, it can't happen, nobody never pass it. Nobody never pass it because there's never been a satisfactory foundation design to facilitate a 25-story building. You understand?
That's not the problem. Space is the problem.
Me got space. Me done got my location. 4 acres of land in Georgetown.
That's interesting, no man.
It's a bad man. But it's the realest thing in the world. Not in Guyana.
What's the space? Land space.
About 4 acres.
4 acres in Georgetown?
Well, it's when you
You mean
go.
out the tongue? You mean out the tongue?
No, 4 acres. You ain't know where they got 4-acre land in Georgetown? They got
Not really.
the place in general. Wrong movie tongue area.
It's some new. New areas now. That's exactly what I'm thinking about Lilliandale area.
Lilliandale.
Because I think about a space like the convention center.
For go up.
Foundation needed for something
So
like that.
Louis, if we going up 25 story, after you head, what area space we can do 200 by 200, man?
Yeah, run the numbers and see.
Yeah, because
Here's I'm guessing.
here was another place I got in mind that I could access Tiger Bay. One block in Tiger Bay. And remember, if we go in 25 stories, we play hanky-panky. I'd buy out couple Kingston anywhere, man. You thinking now, a man going to buy a house lot. But imagine I going to put up a building to the value of 100 million US. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I would go and buy 10 house lots. I go and buy a block.
Yeah.
If you're going to spend 100 million US, why we can't spend 25 million US to buy the area to put up 100 million US? You understand? So,
Understood.
a lot of people, give me the land and think, you want to play big buy for put up big building, but just poor man for apply for land. No. If we going in, we going all in. So I would go through Kingston area, right? And buy up a set of blocks. The next thing is, don't put it past, why don't we go outside? What do you think about that?
Outside where?
Maybe outside where? That man just built a 44-acre island outside of Freedom Hoop. Outside where? What do you think outside where? Outside.
Man, listen to me.
Let me go reclaim land.
Inland,
Eh?
the more you go inland, the better. Go Linden.
Bye. Yeah, talk, but no. I looking. Here what now? I looking at. I just went into Marriott in DR, right? Santo Domingo. And the Marriott, so it's a mall. And in the center of the mall, you got a area about 30 by 40 is a reception. The downstairs, and then you think, and Marriott starts from maybe the 6th story. You understand? In the building. So when I put up a 25-story building, you might get a building with hospital, hotel, casino in different places, mall down at the bottom. You understand? I looking at really putting down something that's gonna take 10 years. Cause here me little speedy. So after 6-7 months or so, me start get frustrated. You understand? So me got to put down something 10 years that's gonna be retirement. TBN studios, state of the art, huge walk-in studios up in the building.
You didn't use half of the space there yet.
Yeah. No, but they got apartment build because when I put up the tallest building, I will be selling an apartment in there for them guys who want to play big for $1 billion US. Penthouses.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I do for a couple of stories, we do 25 penthouses right away. I know where 25% of my money coming from.
Exactly.
You understand?
Reinvest back.
I have been also researching. I just come across the modular buildings. Them Chinese man got some building 10 stories in 28 hours.
Yeah.
At Guyana, this take years to be. The tallest building in Guyana is 9 stories.
The COVID hospital in China was built in 24 hours.
Well, them banagas, I tell you, a state-of-the-art buildings. We just got to build a proper foundation and put everything together.
Correct.
So I'm looking at multiple things. But me jumping the gun, I want to make sure Michael Rodriguez, not only Tapui Group, like me, them pictures were showing yesterday of the progress. I mean, everything yesterday been and take out pictures of how they still tie in. So I could go back to something. You understand? I just go down to the minuscule. I just go to San and Island. I Very funny with how I do meeting. So I take out pictures of how the steel tying the rat, and I was looking back when steel crossing, when giant got there, how they farm. But I take out pictures of everything.
Sir Rajix, you sound like an engineer there.
No. You have to be able to go back and look at how this thing is done. Why was it done the way? They can't do nothing for me, site. When I watch, I say, are you on time? What are you doing? Well, like yesterday, man called and said, boss, man, we got to get a 10 grand more for transportation because them guys working overtime. I know they had to get some money for some food. So I go back, I go myself, drive from town and go there. I said, well, you got to get 10 grand more. Oh, they said, oh, that's for transportation for the let's get taxi and go home when it's so late. Me say, all right. Me say, are you on time? Let me give you a laugh. How serious and meticulous I am with what I do. So we tying the steel. So the tie run 20 lengths on 20 lengths the other way and make a mat. Here? Me stand up and watch a man tie 4 times so. Check how much second it take for tie. Multiply all the points that had to get tie and tell them mat got for done in this period of time. You understand? Me now watch what you say. Me watch him and me say here, this thing, the first mat, it tie like me bati. Me say here, you gotta get something, cut 4-inch wood and get a man is a 6-inch wood and let it put them in between them, then can average.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Me na make joke, boss. People watch and calculate, well, it's happened just so. When me done me gone, me wanna know why, when, where, how can it done better? You understand? I will tell you something. The crane that stands when you're coming over the river, you see the crane in the air there? That me one. Me been to England go buy them. Me sit down right in the yard there with me engineers. And I was told that crane could not work. Will not do the job. Me say, explain to me how and why. And I wasn't satisfied. So unsatisfied I was, I went to England and sat with an engineer and asked him, me say, man, me go pile is 16 by 16, is 80 feet long, an average of 10 tons. Me go drive this pile, can this crane work? The man say, yes. Me say, show me. He say, well, you could only go so much distance out. Me call engineers again, me say, watch this thing, he has this. And we went backward and forward. You know, nobody could have believed. Me do all the numbers, me check it, me say, here.
You have to do come to it.
I got dire. They required 100-ton crane. Me not had 100-ton money. You understand? But still, I didn't want to cut my nose for spoil my face. You know how much problems, and not problems, issues, I don't consider when you're doing them things there from an engineering aspect, because of the fact you have mathematics on your side. You're supposed to be able to make the right calculations before you move. So I call them issues. You know how much issues we incur? People don't know. The people watch and think these projects go. When you go drive on pile, something there under the obstruction. You understand? You got to check bearing, load. You got to check this. One set of thing I got to check hold the. Me alone all the time. All me do is develop me experience. Me go myself. Me know for Kong blows. Me see my Kong blows and markers. And I say, why you do that? Why you do that? Because if you don't have an understanding, what is your purpose? You understand? You imagine me heading up and telling. And then the honest truth is I don't have to. I trust the guys that are there, right? But what else do I have to do? I got the time for my hand.
Trust the guys.
Eh?
Why you trust them?
No. As an entrepreneur, I am not.
Let me tell you something. As a boss man, you got to do what you got to do.
No.
With trust.
I understand that, right? But here, forget a good team. Let me tell you. To get a good team, and when I hired my engineers came from a company that had just done work of the similar nature in the oil and gas sector. That's how I choose them. So they come from doing work for Schlumberger and Halliburton them and so. The bots them were there. You understand? So they come with a wealth experience. Me, that's how me hire people. If me want welders and so, like, hey, the methodology that the admin for Tupui and TBN uses is favorite CV and so. Me got with her. I would walk into a place, I would find who was the best engineering company, construction company, walk in, find out who's the engineers, and find out how much is work for. How much is work for 2 million and give 3 million. Story done. I ain't got no long story. You understand? I looking for things that tested and proven. You CV, you could make up for me. If I make up a CV, one time I pull a fraud as an electrical engineer from England. Forget a job. Full air. I studied 2 weeks. Electrical engineering terms and that kind of thing. And go and get a contract. You hear what I tell you? So me know about them thing there. A partner bring me in, he say, all you got to do is present yourself as an electrician. If you hear you by Queen's English and everything else. And the terms.
Critic me, you got for gas, man. You got my number here, sir. Give me a shout.
We talk. I got send your right names on a story.
No problem, brother.
Roger, brother. We talk. Yeah. So somebody said one dirty bill dam. I don't agree with it. I never like the term. Like me speedy bad. Me want everything one time. Oh. Here. Do we call it a day? I gotta hit the road and go look for it. I don't know what you have to do, but I'm saying there are opportunities out there. How are you gonna capitalize on those opportunities? How are you gonna make the best of what is there? Let me tell you. So me got a major construction company, as everybody knows now, and I'm growing very fast. And I'm looking, and yesterday I found myself wanting. So I too have shortcomings. What? I got a set of equipment they don't have when I use. So I go start promote rental. Let the equipment work for money. Let us find more things to do. Opportunities within opportunities. You understand? And if me could find opportunities that I, within my scope of work, I'm lacking or not capitalizing on, you could find opportunities. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? May I come and teach you how to make egg ball? They got a man doing extremely well in Alberton with egg ball. The egg ball frying right away. Why? That is the best egg ball in the country. Marriott has the best and most expensive cassava ball in the country. Why aren't you doing it in Linden? Why is somebody doing egg ball on the highway? Oh, you ain't getting money. Start with little bit cassava and 1 tray egg. 1 kahari. You gotta start somewhere. You understand? A lot of people come and they want to hand the problem to you. Me say, here, me not take no problem. I could give you advice. If you don't take the advice, you could fuck off. Y'all take care.